Hello and welcome everyone to Insert Coin on Jay the Video Game Guy this time. I'm Jay the Video Game Guy, or Jay, or whatever. And this is Laffy McGee over here. Renegade Rex.
Yeah, it's Renegade Rex. Yeah, we're going with Jay this time. So, if you watch it on my channel, you're going to watch it on his channel now.
So welcome back to episode 2. Rex, I hear you have some topics for today.
Yeah, let's dive into this one because actually, I think it's a pretty cool one, especially if all the talk with Switch 2 going on, and there's been the thing which kind of blows my mind in a way. We have the new potential consoles for PlayStation and Xbox. Now, for me, I'm kind of thinking here, like, whoa, like I get we're getting into almost 6 years of this. But what have we really scratched the surface with this generation? And what's the next console really gonna look like from a standpoint from like a generationally? I have a hard time picturing it and seeing it. Like I'm sure with like N64 to game, well no, like N64 to GameCube, GameCube to Wii. I guess with the Wii, like the Wii to the Wii U, like that era, you kind of don't see as much. Like you see, like from 360 to 360 to the Xbox One, PS3 to the PS4. Yeah, you get it. You see a little bit, but like from the let's say PS5 to PS6, Xbox Series X to Xbox World Z. I don't know.
Like yeah, so you're talking like PS6 obviously, and whatever the new Xbox might be called, basically what you're talking about. I mean, yeah. I'll say this: we've seen the difference with PS5 Pro to PS5.
What difference?
Once again, on my end, not worth the money.
What difference?
Like the difference that the comparison videos that I've seen are very slim.
And the problem too is you need the latest and newest TV to handle whatever type of thing it is.
Yeah, right. Like you got to make sure you got a 4K HDR TV.
But and the little specs in there change so much. Like I know you have that big TV. I don't, but I don't. See, it's hard. Like in a way, I understand, but I'm trying to tell someone, right? Where it's just like, what? I don't know. Wait. I don't get that. So,
well, and not to go down a big thing with TVs, but I mean, now we're looking at OLEDs, we're looking at UHD, HDR.
But which one do you get? Like, it's too much.
I think standard is 4K now on TVs, but there's all these. Like a buddy of mine at work just bought a new TV, but he was like about a month or so of trying to pull the trigger on one because he couldn't understand all of this mumbo jumbo bullshit with the TVs, these ULEDs and HRDs, and it's just like, what the fuck? I could
run into you too because I was talking to someone and they got a PS5 and they said, should I get a TV or a gaming monitor? And for a second, like, what do you mean gaming monitor? Just buy a TV. But then I thought for a second, like, oh, these gaming monitors could have like this whatever, like 8K whatever on it, right?
Yeah.
Or what, like the refresh rate. See, like that's how backwards it is.
I don't think they go to like 8K or anything, but I don't even know if 8K is a thing. But
you can resolutionize that pretty well on PC. But you need to run some pretty heavy PC.
Your refresh rate on a gaming PC is way better than a TV, but I guess I had that corrected by a buddy of ours that you can get new TVs with higher refresh rates, and after researching that, you can. So you can get TVs with refresh rates up to 120 hertz.
Oh, that's what?
Yeah.
See, it goes beyond me. So what am I gonna get now? A new console and TV? So now going back to the console though, like what do we like? I'm saying PS6 because it's easy. Xbox is going kind of a weird thing. Like they're going with Steam. They want to go with PC. So let's say PS6 for now. And nothing against it. Like, Tony, what are we like? What's a PS6 gonna look like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, do you mean like graphic wise or what the console will look like?
Anything like graphic wise? How like is it gonna be disc based still, or Blu-ray? Like what are we looking at?
How like and like yeah, man, I get what you're saying. Like how much further can we go?
Well, here's one thing. It cannot. There's no way it can be like a 1 terabyte. Like when GTA comes out, with GTA and Call of Duty between them, there's no way 1 terabyte can even pass. 2 terabytes. I mean, that's.
Like, you think we're gonna start looking into the 2 terabyte consoles soon?
I think we surpassed that though, in a way. In a way,
Well, I mean,
like
you can't get more than 1 terabyte right now, but you can add external memory, right?
yeah. But who wants to keep buying that? Like those are expensive too.
Yeah.
So all
And
this
not only
cost for a
that,
console.
isn't it one of the consoles, if you were to add an external, you risk fucking up the
It,
console?
it looks like it because like seeing the videos on PlayStation, it looks easy enough, but to the casual person who does it, I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, but you're just like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Like
Yeah.
it's too much. I don't know. Like for a
Right.
PS6, like I there's probably going to be no disk drive anymore, and
It'll all be digital.
well, with what they did with disk drive on the PS5 Pro, that's a mess in itself. So I was like, why even bother? Like, you know what, Sony, shove that disk drive up your ass. Like, just forget about it right now because it's a joke. Like, they can turn it off on you. No. So if you have the PS5 Pro, you have the disk drive, and you have to connect it to the internet. So once the PS5 Pro cycle like dies, and you say, "Hey, I want to play PS5 again," you put up your Pro. Oh, I have to reinstall the disk drive. Well, the server's closed, so you're screwed. Like that's stupid. So that's why like I can't see PS6 going to disk drive. There's literally no point now with what they're doing if they're going to sell it separately. Like why bother, right? I gosh, like I don't know if like for the graphic wise, I don't know how much further they go. They have to put something in like it's gonna go. It has to. There's got to be something where it's like it has to surpass 4K. I mean,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
something different, like maybe like I don't know. It's a really weird world
but I
going
don't
on.
even know. At this point in time, and I generally don't know this. Do we not? We don't have anything past 4K, do we?
It's a tough one to answer. Like I think on the PC, like you mentioned, you can get those settings where it looks higher than 4K, or the resolution bit, where the refresh rate. But when you come to
Yeah, but it's like
a
upscaled,
console,
right? Like that's what you're talking about, like upscaling.
I think so. Yeah. See, it's confusing, and I'm not the best with these specs like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just put it into play, like when for the N64, here's where, like that's it. Didn't matter what TV you were playing on either.
No.
Like it's kind of getting like HDMI was fine. HDMI is fine, but now it's like, oh, actually, okay, because one thing I think they'll probably add AI into this too, and I think I've told you my AI problems playing video games, right? Like depends where like because you know that Harry Potter game that I can't remember, Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep, yep, yep.
Well, for some reason I couldn't hear it. Right, the sound was off. I'm like, well, why can't I hear it? That sounds so weird. I looked at the video, tried to look it up. Is it quiet? No, it's because I had this AI sound on, and because the character had its back to me, I couldn't hear what he is saying. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is that?
So you
Like, I,
couldn't.
I understand for the realism of it, but it doesn't make sense in a game like that.
I mean, that's super real, but you
It's just
you potentially miss important dialogue because you're not facing the person talking.
yeah, I get it. Like I wasn't close in proximity to him, but I didn't know that until I just played the sound. I'm like, oh, that's like, wait, what AI sound? I'm like, but what's AI about that? What's artificial about that? Just he was further away from me for a second.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't understand the AI part of it, but
I think AI is gonna. I wonder if AI
you
is
would
gonna play
think
a
you would
factor in the
almost.
next consoles.
I feel like they should have called it proximity or something.
Yeah, just like yeah, something like that. So Like for the console AI, I wonder if AI plays a part of it. That's gonna be, it's gonna be a whole. It's gonna be something really. I don't know. It's gonna be a. I think it's going through a weird time because now, like I seen Sony and Xbox want to get on with it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I still think we've not really scratched the surface with this generation well at all.
Well, yeah, I kind of agree. Have we shown the true abilities of the PS5? Maybe.
Well,
But when I see the PS5 Pro, it's like it's a little bit shinier.
it looks shinier, but at like,
Ray tracing, that's the new excuse me, but that's the new bullshit that they're using for everything. Well, it's got ray
yeah,
tracing.
because it's like make it like to the eye. It's making it look realism to the eye, which immerses you in the world.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this at work. I'm like, okay, yeah, like I get it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, well, again, still, how much content? Like I mentioned last episode, how much content they can take out of the game? Just put that ray tracing. That's be heavy.
But the difference between seeing your reflection in the glass on NHL 26, let's say, for example, and not
Yeah.
seeing your reflection in the glass, that shit doesn't matter to me. Or
I wouldn't even
running
notice it.
uptown, running downtown the city in Spider-Man, and then stopping to look in a window to see yourself, or not seeing yourself.
But you can do that. You can do that in old games, can't you? I I'm pretty sure you could have done it in Vice City. No.
I don't know. I think without ray tracing, there's either no reflection in the windows, or there's like a pixelated like silhouette of you.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess we'll have to probably put this topic on the back burner because it's a very like I like how we went different ways because it's just a weird phase of gaming. Like let's say we're doing this podcast years ago. The here's the GameCube coming out. We're not talking what TV we're gonna put it on. We're not talking about is it gonna come off a disk drive. We're talking about the games really, and that's kind of also insane about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mentioned. So you mentioned something about one of our next topics we're getting into. I just when I get my cheat sheet here, the top secret cheat sheet
That's what this is
That
about,
I-
man. Cheat sheets.
that I have. That when you're trying to read the doctor's writing, man.
It's tough. Do you want me to read it? I got it right here in front of me.
Yeah, it was the funny rage. Was it rage? Does it say?
Yeah. So the topic that I had for today was games that you've played that have turned you into a rage monster. Why doesn't Raging Renegade Rex start this one off?
NR 2003. I think I've heard stories that the neighbors heard someone.
Really?
Which isn't true because it was just someone there. I mean, we can both say NR. That's just
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing. I ripped my I ripped my wheel off of that. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Like, oh, I'm sure you had some playing Zelda sometimes. Like, ooh, God, oh, Majora's Mask when you're no, was it Majora's Mask? Castlevania on the 64. So in one part of the game, in one part of the you haven't played it, I don't think.
No, I think I've only seen. Didn't AVGN cover that?
Yeah, and it was the part where it was the episode of AVGN where you have to take the nitro, and you have to walk back to a certain point in a room to put it down, and you can't jump or get hit, right? I remember there's a couple times where I was going between the cogs of the clock tower. I'm like, oh my god, this is getting so close. Hits, boom. I'm like, just Castlevania games though. Dracula X. I don't condone this. I don't think you should do it because you're just busting your stuff, right? I took the controller and I smashed it. And of course,
man.
after I'm like, you know what? This is just stupid. Why? Like, Why am I smashing it like this for?
I've got some stories about that too. Smashing controllers. Okay. My one memory I have of raging was UFC. It was a UFC video game. And I couldn't beat Forrest Griffith, is his name, I believe. And I think he was one of the last guys that you had to beat, kind of like Mortal Kombat style. You got to work your way through and beat them.
Yeah.
And it got to him. I couldn't beat him. We were trying to beat him for like days, and we couldn't beat him. And he beat me again on this last round. And I threw the PS3 controller, and it hit a porcelain statue that my mom made. And it smashed the porcelain statue into pieces. Like, I whipped this controller as hard as I could.
Yeah, but I was asked, did you tell your mom about it? Like, did she know about the broken statue?
Oh, yeah. So she found out about the broken statue, and I was like, Mom, if you're watching this, I think I lied to her. I think I told her that the dog cocked his leg to pee on it, and I threw the controller at the dog, but it missed the dog and hit the porcelain doll. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I just remember trying to piece it back together and stuff, but even
It happens, though.
even at a younger age, like I remember Grand Theft Auto 3 and stuff raging with those games.
Oh, I know that. I remember that one mission. You're hearing that guy saying, oh, "Okay, let's do this thing." I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna." If you hear that, let's do this thing one more time. I'm gonna, boom, I'm gonna pop him. Gosh, I'm trying to remember something else. NHL, I'm pretty sure is maybe. NHL has done one, like especially when it's bugged up and something like that. It's like, oh my god, I rage about that. I'm sure it had something, but I can't. Like, it's just like you're talking about, like, yeah, a good topic, but you're talking about, it's like, huh, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Well, while you're thinking, one more off the top of my head was a video game for PlayStation 3 called Condemn 2. Me and my stepbrother, we played
I know
Condemn,
it's just going.
and I remember like being like, that like frustrated feeling you get where it's like you can feel that your ears are hot because you're so pissed off at a video game. And like it was like that, but we were like we were kind of doing it in a comedic way where we were pissed off at the same time as like kind of making ourselves laugh a lot by going off on this video game. And secretly, my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, was filming us, and I didn't know she was filming us. And I really wish we still had those videos because it was some funny stuff, man.
Yeah.
Just to see yourself raging from a third party position is like, am I really like that?
Go find the Nokia flip phone and get the videos.
Back then, I don't even know what phone it would have been on.
But, I can go the other way. I could go the other way too, where like like watching people stream and like sometimes raging. Like I remember this one guy. I mean, he's a good guy. It's just like I don't know if he's doing it because he was on stream. Like there's been a couple times where he would like get mad and start yelling at it, but then like after like it just like it comes off so fake and forced. It's like, oh my god, dude, shut up already! Like
I know this person.
You probably do. They're a good person.
Is it Mike?
No. Wait, who?
Mike Matei?
Oh no. It's he wouldn't mind if I shut him out, but I think I'll keep this name a secret.
Have I watched this person? I'm not gonna make you expose anything, but
Here, I'll text message it to you.
Bear with us here, folks.
Well, here you'll see his live reaction right there.
I gotta
I can
see who
spell
this
it
person's
right.
gonna be.
Oh my gosh.
How long
There
is
we
his
go.
fucking name? Oh, there we go.
No, it's just the person typing. You can't spell it.
I've never seen that person in my life.
No, you might have. They sent us that big package to me and Wolfie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you would know if you see. Well, maybe you would. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah, I guess maybe if I see. Does he still have a channel? Current?
Still has it, but I don't think he does it as much. So, but also too, I haven't talked to him in a while too, just because when I split from those groups, it was just
Yeah.
like everyone went. But I would definitely like hook up with like chat with me and Google it, good dude.
Yeah.
I think I like yeah, like NR just come to mind. Like those were some like those were like the so like my favorite like right now like that. Trying to remember. It's just yeah. Sometimes that game is just like,
I can think
especially
of
after you're doing it for like 2 hours, and it's like, come on, like,
you put all
or
that
no,
time into a race.
sorry, no, not 2 hours. Like when you're like almost like 20 minutes in streams, like okay, well then an hour and 40 to go. So like, want to sit here, like, yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah. After crashing out, and then you just have to watch the cars go around and around.
and we
Try and
couldn't speed it up
commentate it.
because we were online. So I
Yeah.
mean, it is what it is. But yeah, gosh, I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure there's some
I can think of
rage
one
that's
for you.
who me.
Yeah.
I
The
don't know
one
if I
when
should-
you. Oh man.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I
Go
just
ahead.
remember something happened playing NR, and there was just you crashed. There was just all of this crunching and banging and crashing commotion, and I was like, "That sounds like a lot of property damage." And then you got back on the mic and you're like, "I ripped my fucking wheel off the desk."
Yeah, I remember. Well, because it was so like loose anyway, right? So just like just came off. It
That
happens. Oh gosh,
some
I
funny
remember. Oh my gosh, I remember it was like I think I almost smashed my now wife's head with a controller because she's laying down. So see, I was like, oh my god, she's like, she's like, what the fuck you doing? And I'm just like, okay, like nothing.
she's like laying in front of you, all innocent, and then wow.
Yeah, pretty close. Couple times, yeah. Oh man, but yeah, see, that just like it just escapes me. After we get off here, I'm gonna think, oh yeah, I remember this and that. Final Fantasy was a couple. I remember some of those doing like a long like one of those long bosses, and you make a mistake, you die. It's just like Jesus Christ, that was like an hour just. Man.
Yep. One for me when I was a kid, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie for Sega Genesis. I remember with my brother staying up extremely late at night and just like vibrating at frustration with that game.
Your parents come down and go like, hey, like shut
No,
up,
like we
I'm
were-
trying to sleep.
We were like right across from their room, so we had to like anger would be like the sound of the controller bending when you're pissed off.
So this is an Xbox controller.
Shit, this was Sega Genesis, but yeah.
Yeah, those were some. Let's see, N64. And then Zelda. You had Mario, which is I'm trying to remember, like even from my dad, was trying to play Ocarina, like trying to finally beat the game. Took him like a week. It's like, oh my god, like it was just like you get so close, right, and then he dies. It's just like You're like, oh, well, yeah. Man, those are. It just happens to you, and honestly, it's an adult. I feel like smashing and breaking controllers, like, yeah, it's like there's rage, but like that's a little overboard because like at just the time when I broke that controller, I wasn't making much money, and then to get a controller, I'd had to work like almost like 2 weeks just to maybe break even with that. So
Yeah, now
in
you're
the end,
looking
it's
at
like yeah.
$90 onwards for a controller, so you kind of focus the anger somewhere else.
So, what about the anger? And going to our next topic about which video game you would immediately die in.
Which video game, like which video game world?
Yeah, I think it's wrote down. That's what the doctor wrote down.
Yeah, which game world we'd immediately die in?
NR 2003.
No way, man. This
You don't
like,
think so? Hold on a second, man.
Wait,
Have you
wait,
seen
wait,
some of
wait,
the
no,
shit
no.
I've done in NR that I'd have someone running me down on purpose.
I guess it depends on like what mod you're running. If you were running like next gen or the last couple mods, you'd probably be pretty okay in NR. But if you're running some of the shit that we've done in the 1990s mod,
we'd have we'd be in jail, man. Oh my god. Actually, just like quickly speaking, I don't like seeing this. Like, I don't know if you saw the Bowman Gray chaos from the short stock racing. Like, the police had to come in and like separate these people. And what I really hate about it, it looked like there was this kid in the middle of it too.
oh wow.
So I'm like, ugh, like, you know what? I get you guys are mad at each other, but go somewhere else and handle that shit. Like, don't. Ugh,
Yeah,
it's too
right.
much of it. Yeah. All right, so let's see what.
Okay, video game worlds. Do you have one? Doesn't have to be recent, I guess.
Fallout would probably be. I don't think I make it very far there.
Yeah, right. Fallout would be super tough, man. For me, probably Last of Us.
Really, Last of Us?
I don't like running, man. And if zombies are chasing me, I'm just gonna be like, okay, this is where I die.
Oh, there's a zombie. Just we're done. Forget it. No,
Yep.
really, Last of Us. I wanted to pick you for the Last of Us. Fallout. That'd be tough, especially New Vegas. Like, you would just like, you're toasting there, man. The desert heat,
Yeah, right.
the trout. That'd be pretty.
So I don't know what else really to add to that, but other than maybe which video game world do you think that you would survive in?
NR 2003.
That you just contradicted yourself.
Survival. Survival.
I would say that. Go ahead, but I had one for you, but you answer because it's I asked you, so.
I'm curious on your answer now. What do you think mine is?
That recent game you've been streaming about all the paintings and shit.
Oh, Eastshade.
Yeah.
See, I would absolutely love to be in that world. That's just therapeutic, man. Like, yeah, if you guys have not played Eastshade or haven't seen it, it's just this it's just amazing, colorful. Like, gosh, man, like that, like, I love games like that. Like, that's just like it's amazing, man. Like, it's really cool. I would definitely survive there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think I would survive in The Last of Us too. I would, at least, I think.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not doubting you or anything.
I don't know. I mean, so like the stuff I have to do here, like I walk alongside bears, cougars, coyotes around my neighborhood. So
And
I don't know, a couple
clickers?
zombies.
You guys have clickers around there too?
I heard something totally different, and I was like, "What?" Starts with H. Do you know what I mean? I heard that, like, whoa, we're going over there. See that's more downtown.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know about one that I would survive in. I'm trying to think of games I've played recently.
What about GTA? Like, if you weren't a criminal or anything.
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't a criminal, GTA would be a cool world to live in.
Yeah, you get like your what's
Sims.
that called?
I've been
Your-
playing a lot of Sims 4. I'd survive in the Sims. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, Sims. That'd be pretty. I really want to try the Enjoy game. I want to try it. Apparently, I don't have the specs to run it very well, but
Yeah, neither do I.
dang, see that? That's hard.
I did hear that once it's done early access, then they're gonna release on console, or they're gonna at least release a date for console release. Yeah, they just wanted to get through the early access stage on PC only.
So we just gotta figure out how it's gonna run PS6 then.
No, PS5 Pro.
Switch 2. Oh my god. Yeah. What does the doctor have for us next?
Next on the list, do you have any gaming injuries to admit?
I don't know.
I do.
Well, since I know who wrote this, I'm kind of curious on this one. So, I can't. I might have like for me, I think it was just the occasional sore neck. Actually, I remember like it was playing like on a PC, that Hoyle car game, I must have had my neck up for a long time or something, and when I turn like just like what do you call it? Like not aggro, like when it feels like like it feels cold, strained or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like if
Like
you turn your neck too hard and you get like a thing, it like hurts.
I couldn't move it for like a few days or so. I was literally like stuck. Like what the heck?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh gosh, that was painful, man.
Sounds like you got a Viagra stuck in your neck or something.
Yeah, it's choking on Viagra pill. All right.
So
All
mine,
right, so are we going below the belt here?
yeah, not to hijack you there, but my injury to admit, it was right around the same time as the UFC when I broke the porcelain woman. Need for Speed Pro Street on the PS3. I think it was called Pro Street. Yes, Need for Speed Pro Street. Couldn't beat this one race. It's like a top speed race or whatever. Couldn't beat it, kept trying, got pissed off, punched the floor, and I broke this bone, and this bone, and my hand was all swelled up, and I had to get a cast.
So what did you think after that? Like, fuck, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, but it happens though, right?
Those
It's
were
just-
re-breaks. I broke these two bones a couple years earlier punching a wall at my wife's parents' house that I thought was styrofoam, but behind it was concrete.
I'm curious on this story.
And I broke. Oh, we were just messing around in the basement, and my cousin was like, "I bet you can't put your fist through that wall." So I punched the wall, and it
I
was
bet you I can.
it was this much styrofoam, and the rest was all foundation behind it. And I broke these two bones, and then with Need for Speed Pro Street, when I punched the floor, I re-broke these two, and then broke this one.
Dang, that's it happens, man. I think I like breaking the controller. I think I just like punched my skin like that, just like because you break the controller. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Other than that, I don't think I don't recall having anything other than that one neck bank. I remember.
I've
No,
had
man.
like the odd like blister from playing like Street Fighter and stuff. You get like a thumb blister or whatnot, but
Oh, I can give you one now, and I know we've been talking about a lot. NR where like I think it was the chair. Like I had a bit of a sore back, and like even like my no, it was the okay, for NR in the back. But then when I got the PS5 controller, I felt like I was overextending my thumb on the controller. Like I could feel it. I'm like, dang, like feels like it like just felt strained.
Mm.
'Cause the controller's so big.
the original Xbox controllers.
The PS5.
Oh,
I
it just made me think of the original Xbox controllers. Like you could
yeah, the
could
big
drive a
dude.
steak with them.
Yeah, man, that was those are some big ones. I like the Duke,
Just like
yeah, man.
holding this big fucking monstrosity unit of a controller. I have a couple of them
So-
downstairs in the basement.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. So now, what do you think about to our next one here, a video game series that you'd like to see make a comeback or definitely deserves to have some light shined on it again? You don't gotta get emotional about it, man.
I got a wicked eye itch here, man. Fuck. A gaming series I'd like to see come back. Well, these ones are kind of remasters right now, but I'd really like to see them start doing stuff with some new. Oh wait, wish granted. There's a new Silent Hill coming out.
Yeah, the Silent Hill, the Japan one, right?
Yeah, so I can't even say that one because I totally had forgotten about that new Silent Hill game coming out.
And that looks like
Let me try and think
Oh.
of some.
well, for me, there was one like I don't know if you ever heard of the Goemon series.
Nope.
It was on Super Nintendo and it came out on the 64. And at the time, they were kind of newer to us because they were only in Japan. So they localized it and brought it out to North America. There were some pretty solid games too. I guess it didn't like it. not that didn't catch on, but it was like okay, like so what they did was when PS2 they did something on PS2. I could be wrong. PS2 came out, but it didn't sell well in Japan. So just said, okay, we're done, and we're not going to bring it back out to North America. This is Konami too, so Konami is very. They kind of just like push Goemon off. And I didn't know about this like for years and years. And I remember like, man, like I wonder if they ever did like more like growing up, go buy my own games, right? I wonder if they ever did more Goemon games. I read that, I'm like, wow, really? Just because it did do well in Japan? Like, dang. I would like it would have been cool to try and do something like that. That's why we like emulators too, and let people translate because it gives you a chance to play that game again.
Yeah,
And
right.
like sticking with Konami too, like Castlevania, I was kind of okay where they went with Lords of Shadows and Mirror of Fate, but then it's just like they gave up on it. I I don't know if they gave up on it because it looked like it was like, yeah, this reboot's not really going anywhere, or it's kind of a little too like, yeah, well, like they overthought it or something. But this is when Konami was doing their whole like their whole big. I don't know if you remember that old Slash Elite rant where I'm screaming at Konami.
No.
Like that was like that was I was see that's kind of where like people got the wrong idea of me when I did this like passionate rap because I love Castlevania. Konami has Hudson stuff too, like Bomberman, another great series. There's Goemon there.
See,
Oh
that's one
gosh,
I was just thinking in my head about one that I would like to see come back, Bomberman.
they did a not too bad job on the Switch one, but they just didn't do enough of it. Like, give us like the content with these people, man. Like, I would like I would love to see Goemon come back again. I love to see some type of Castlevania and the Castlevania, that spiritual successor that the Symphony Night director made. Cool, but also I feel like yeah, it was cool. The spiritual success. Remember at the time for a little bit, these spiritual successors coming through, like that Castlevania and that Mega Man, that one that flopped. I can't remember what it was called. Mighty Nine, I think it was actually. So
I'm
and
not big on Mega Man.
we didn't like that. That didn't come out, but then like those spiritual successors were going to be the thing or whatever, right? Because like, oh, we could just crowdfund this and do it ourselves. Well, yeah, that one hurts me. But that Slash Elite rant I did. Those who just watched it for the first time, Slash Elite was a Persona and went back when they used to do big rant videos. But over time, it just became like people didn't understand it, so
Yeah.
it was just something that I had to ditch. But I remember that rant because I was hot. Like Konami, I can't remember what they just went some weird direction. They were just like kind of like ridiculing game. Like what the heck are you doing? Like we're just like screw you gamers. We're gonna go build pachinko machines, which are Japanese coin machines, which are really cool, by the way. Really cool. Like I gotta tell you, like maybe I have to send you a video watching like some of those Japanese, like they had one in our mall actually, like this like they just built this Japanese like little arcade place. Dang, that's cool.
That is really cool.
Like gosh, it's cool. I love it. It's like and you know what, like at first I was kind of like, oh, like it looks too hip or something, like because it looked like pink and purple, but I'm like, no, you know what, there's some colors here finally again. Nothing else to explain. No, I liked it. But anyway, yeah.
I
But
can
man,
think I can think of a few like games I would like to see. I don't know if this would maybe this kind of goes along the same line. And I
why
believe
not?
the ones I'm all thinking I believe the ones I'm thinking of were all created by Rare. So like I think it would be really cool, and this is really leaning towards Nintendo, obviously. Another Conker's Bad Fur Day, not a remake, but like a new
Yeah.
one.
But see,
Another,
that something like that when it would how that fly these days.
yeah. I don't think this one was made by Rare, but another Jet Force Gemini. That would be
I
cool.
think yeah. I was it rare? I'm pretty sure. I'm
think-
pretty sure it is.
Is it?
I have to look it up now. I have Jet Force Gemini, but I agree that would be pretty cool to see come back. But the problem is like a lot of these like small companies, they were they've been bought out, and
Right.
yeah, it is rare.
Yeah, but what happens there? These little companies, are they bought out and then they're just locked behind closed doors and they're not allowed to? Because like, here's
Because they don't
here's
have the license for it.
here's what I'm getting at. Banjo Kazooie was so huge on the Nintendo 64. How could we not have a new Banjo Kazooie anywhere past the N64?
Because Microsoft bought Rare, and that property is with Microsoft, and they more or less decided like they don't have that department going or whatever, and it's just the property of the game is under them, so they can't, even if there was like some little thing where like, like with GoldenEye, which is another Rare game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they could have done it, but there's something with Europe they couldn't go, or German, where they couldn't get, so they couldn't do the game. And because it wouldn't be, you couldn't have it on Nintendo because Microsoft owns Rare, so you're kind of like with that. Like it's just for example, I can't think of all the time. Let's say like Midway,
Yeah.
like a company like Midway, right? Like let's say they were bought out by PlayStation. All right, but and now all those gaming properties, like whatever games were at Midway, go to PlayStation. Well, they can just just say, okay, we're not going with these anymore. We'll put them away, like Bomberman under Rare, well, or under Konami. It's just
A
yeah,
distant memory.
it really sucks like that because yeah, it's
Well,
just
what it feels like to me, to hear you say that, it feels like to me that it's the big corporations just putting their foot on the little guys. Like, I know they were bought out, but it's like at the same time it kind of makes you think they were bought out and just tucked away.
kind of, I guess, because like some of those small companies, they were cool, right? Go back to the Sega Dreamcast. I'm trying to think of a game.
Or like, was there something in the paperwork that that had to be written in, that these higher corporations like Microsoft were not allowed to recreate these new
I
games, or the games from that existing company that they bought out?
Possibly just because of like whatever licensing and stuff they have. Like okay, remember that GTA Definitive Edition? Like if you listen like the Vice City radio stations, I don't think half the songs are there because of licensing and what like agreements and all that.
Yeah.
So it's just, you just couldn't do it because someone's gonna go like, oh, I'm gonna sue you, and then it's like a mess that nobody wants to have on their hands.
Right.
So it's like if I like I don't know, I'm trying to explain it. Like I sell you I sell you a car, and then I take I sell you a car, but I take these old tires that were, or I sell you a car and I had this like tablet in it, right? Like a CarPlay tablet, but I take that tablet because I don't know, somewhere else there. Just take that, like taking that because I was licensed to that thing. So, and now it's just something that, or you take it and you throw the tablet away, right? Like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't need this because I gotta make money or something like that. But yeah, a lot of them get buried because like that was the thing, right? Like you had like small, like like Bethesda, they bought up, like who did they get up? Like Obsidian, like Bethesda, like Oblivion, right? So they buy out. So Bethesda gets that company. They get all the properties of that, like the Wolfenstein. There's Oblivion, that the Elder Scrolls. I mean that
Yep.
were there. Yeah. So, and then they kind of make it with they kind of go their own way with it, and then that's kind of like, well, yeah,
Is this the reason we don't have Elder Scrolls 6?
well, I don't know. That's the
That game was literally announced before I moved into this new house, which was like 8 years ago.
Well, now apparently it's the remake that they're going to have Elder Scrolls 4, which I'm not mad about because I really love that game, but at the same time, it's like, that's kind of weird.
He's answering a text message, wasting my time. Have you seen? That's the funniest shit, man. Oh man, I don't know if you ever heard of these guys, but YouTubers called Game Grumps.
Yeah.
It's like Dan is like talking about how, or in the middle of the show, Dan started. He's like, "Oh, I got a text message," so he's like responding to this text, and Aaron is like, "Oh, well, I'll take the time to respond to a text myself." And he brings his phone up and he sends the text to Dan sitting beside him, and he's like, "Can you believe this fucking asshole is answering a text during our show, wasting my fucking time?" And then sends it to him. And Dan's like, "You're such a prick."
That's so funny. So also too with the game shows, I like to come back. I do like to see a bit more of the Japan games having a translation over to North America games, because I also do think like with the talks of like remakes and stuff like that, there's a lot of games over there that if they had a translation and came over here, you get some like new content. Like some of the games are pretty weird, but they're creative in a mind, right? Like some of the JRPGs, they're pretty fun. Like the Persona series, it's pretty in depth. It's pretty fun. High replay value because you're going through multiple scenarios, or if you're like multiple playthroughs, like you're doing different scenarios with each playthrough, right? The Shin Megami Tensei series, which they've slowly come back out over here again too. But there's just like, I think the problem is we're so like, I don't want to say floaged in a way where it's just like we're so like we're not as creative anymore. We're just like, oh, this is so weird, this sucks. Well, no, that's the game. Like some games can be weird. They could be like, what the heck, what am I doing? But it's that experience too. Like the first time I played, I can't remember the game off the top of my head. It was a Shin Megami one, wasn't it? It was like this weird, like, oh, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was something in Shin Megami Tensei, and it goes to like NES or SNES. I don't know. It was just like weird, like the guy was like he was sucked in online or something like that, and the monsters were coming out online, something like that. Like that's something different and cool. I can't remember it for life. I can't remember for the life of me right now. But like there's a whole bunch of a lot of games like that we don't get out here just for the pure like, well, first translate it too. That's a lot. Like localization of it too, right? If you play a game like Breath of Fire, yeah, Breath of Fire. You're playing that in like the Japanese style of it in English. There's gonna be something you're gonna be like, what the heck? What? That doesn't make sense, right? But if they played it in our localization, they wouldn't understand that either. It's just different cultures. Like we're miles apart on the other side of the world. So,
but like you said earlier, you do have the opportunity now to emulate such games
if they have the translation.
Yeah.
I can't read Japanese. If I'm going above that, I have no idea what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
And
I don't know if many of them have the translation, though, do they? Probably not. Maybe some of them
do. Not a lot of them. Like my Xbox, like there's a lot of like some of the like Japanese NES games, and they're cool, man. Like PS2, like there's probably a few good PS2 games that are just like, whoa, go off the top of my head. I couldn't tell you like that. And of course, too, like the pirate market over there for like a lot of like, especially like Famicom games. Like I remember like the couple of the pirate games, like this Mario Sonic thing. It's like, oh, this is so weird. But so weird and so cool at the same time.
I have a buddy who lives over there, and like he's gone to these video game retro stores and stuff, and it's quite an experience.
Yeah, because like they have like a lot of them everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Persona, it's like Persona 1, like Shin Megami Tensei series, like they had a whole bunch of there that goes up. Katamari. It's a weird
Sounds like
game.
Seafood.
Katamari, yeah, Katamari. It's like rolling, collecting stickers, right? But it's got this like weird humor to it, and it's just like you actually I'm gonna just hold on. I'm
Wait,
making it
hold on a
live.
second. Is that the game where you're rolling and you get bigger and bigger by collecting
Yeah,
stuff? Yeah, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Have you played that?
I haven't played it, but I watched Game Grumps play it.
Okay, like what do you like? It's weird, right? It's like what the heck? Like it's just so weird, right? But when you're playing it, it's kind of like you're just kind of like, okay, I'm doing this, and also like, oh, an hour just went by. It's
Yeah, it's
weird and it's
like
cool at the same time. It's just different.
it's just very I wouldn't maybe relaxing isn't the right word, but it's you don't really have to utilize your mind too much to play it, which is nice. Like I get
Yeah,
that with Farming Simulator, right?
yeah, yeah. Like there's a lot of things there. Like we miss a lot of that stuff, just because it's from a different country or something. It's not weird cool. Like
Yeah.
I love to see like if Goemon, just because Goemon didn't do well in Japan, that one time. I mean, I would have loved to see it because I had fun with it when it came. I guess the problem was since a lot of these games had the problem when they went from 2D to 3D. Well, when you're doing something for the first time, it might not be the best representation. It just is what it is. It's not the best representation doing something for the first time. But after a while, like Castlevania, I'll go back to an example. I guess for whatever I loved it, but everyone hated it on the SXR. Oh my gosh, get this thing back to 2D. But then when it came out on the PS2, people were like, oh, okay, this is actually pretty cool. It's something different. They did something cool with it. But then they brought it all back, like in like the handhelds, like the side scrollers, right? So,
That's
and they
actually
did
something I wanted to talk about, and that's kind of flip flopping. I'm going back to graphics and stuff, but
just insert another coin. Keep playing, man.
I feel like the Nintendo 64 had so much potential to make some really good 2D platformers. There's one off the top of my head that I'm trying to remember. Oh,
Silent
what?
Hill.
No.
Well,
Oh, what?
because like the problem was a lot of developers didn't like that they went cartridge based the game, whereas like, oh, I can go put my game on PlayStation 1 and have more memory of this.
Yeah, it's just everyone wanted to go to this 3D open world thing, right? But it was like they could have made some really good, really nice graphical 2D platformer games. I feel for the N64.
Mario looked good, I think.
Mario looked good. What the heck was the name of that game, man?
What do you do in the game?
Oh,
Was it on NES, SNES?
no, it was on just N64.
Mischief Makers, which is another game.
Yes,
Yeah, Mischief Makers.
yes,
The first game I ever rented.
Mischief Makers.
But that's again one of those like weird games where it's just like you're doing something different. It's like, oh, but it doesn't take off well because no one. I feel like, and we'll get to this topic another time, that I don't know how to put this. Like, kids playing video games definitely have it up on us adults because we have this like big expectation. Like, for example, like Mario Odyssey, I felt it was too short, too easy. Like to a 6-year-old, that's like, whoa, this seems amazing.
Yeah,
Like it's just so like in a different world, right?
compared to what we were fed at that age.
But it's the same thing. Like our parent, like our let's just say our parent, like go back. Like let's just say we're in that era now. We might not like the we not might not like those like Mario's or Zeldas because like oh like this is better on the NES, this is better on the Super Nintendo. Whereas like there's they have a higher expectation because the adult mind's just different from like the kid mind, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Other than that, man, how do you think we did? High score?
I think it was a high score, yeah.
So, the next time you'll see the episode, I'll be back on Master Adams Gaming. This was a product of Jay the Video Game Guy on the channel. Awesome that he gets to host this episode. And the next time you'll see us again will be on the Rex channel.
Thanks everyone for watching. And if there's topics you want us to touch on, remember, put them below. and we can add them to our list. So we'll see you next time on Rex's channel.